Second neck, shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over my head. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my head. Stop. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my head. Stop. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the head. Stop.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And do not be fooled by his demeanor. I know he's quiet, he's serene, he's an avid surfer, he's from Hawaii. But this guy wants to dominate you out in the football field, and often does.
First down, Mariota. Oh, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Now the starters on the defensive side of the ball for the Ravens. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those that had questions about him, they often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
Now Trubisky. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that arm is all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Dante Moncrief, 46 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
And the ball is knocked out, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Twisting away. Oh, he shifts past him. So we played a quarter here in the AFC Championship game. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. This is first and goal from about the 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jayon Brown leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Oh, my God.
That a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kyle Juszczyk, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless with a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball, but instead it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
I can see it then.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. And you look at the numbers, not only has he not caught a pass, they haven't targeted him yet. And we're coming up toward halftime.
And you remember our meeting with the coach beforehand? What did he tell us about him? I write his number on my play sheet, and I circle it in bold type because I want to make sure he gets the ball and often.
Mariota on first down. And incomplete as he